was a steep ramp, so we got to come up, go back up, go back, in order for it not to be steep. But I just feel like, right now, we're really not complying, and I think it's something definitely we should be looking into, because I think the opportunities, like you say, with grant monies and the opportunity to maybe work closely with the legislature, I think it's an opportunity that we should at least explore.
Well, I love keeping the historic building and some of that, part of it. But I also absolutely love having a larger room here that's more up to date, and a drive-through for people, to pay their bill on a rainy day, or the people in wheelchairs, so they don't have to even get out. They can just go through that drive-through. That would be really wonderful for our town.
I don't see your vision over here, but it's your vision. But I would like to get ADA compatible as soon as possible. I can tell you meetings where Ms. Shirley Patterson has sat here and said that she wanted to go pay her own water bill. And it's super important for people, especially, once you become disabled, you want to keep anything that you can do yourself. You really do. Yeah. And I would like to be able to accommodate those people.
I think really easily an architect could draw something, and you could see the vision a lot more easily. And I don't have all the answers. I don't know where maintenance is moving. I don't know what we're doing with that building. If we do something here, I don't have those answers. But I at least know somehow we're moving into the future, and we're doing something better for residents.
What do you mean by research? What do you mean research?
But you're going to look into what type of was the design, what type of money you're talking about. But all those things are going to be questions that have to be answered. I mean, I know that $25,000 probably wouldn't scratch it when it comes to
It might get me a drawing by an architect. I don't know.
It might. So that's what I'm talking about.
It's paid for his travel fee down there.
You're instructing the city manager, the town manager to do that research. That's one thing, but the way you were talking, that's the way things get dropped. Where you're not saying something specific about what you want the town manager to do. One of the things, I have never, and just so you know, I spent some time doing a lot of reporting on ADA issues down in Citrus County when I was working there. And people can file complaints about that building very easily, and you'd be in big trouble.
Very much so.
Yeah.
It hasn't happened.
But
So, let me ask you, I'm sorry, Terry, the amount of money that you said you would match, did you have in mind what that was going to be used specifically for?
Just to cover an architect to come and take a look. And
Okay.
I really don't have it. It's just to get something started.
Can you maybe call a few and ask them how much?
We
it
already
costs?
have one that's
Okay.
we already have an engineering firm, CPH, and I've already
Okay.
talked to them about it.
Okay.
And they have one of their architects, and he said the next time he's in the area, he'll send him by.
Okay.
He's also looking for grants for me.
Okay.
So those folks are, they're engineers, so they want business, but they're also ready to help.
If I wasn't specific, I don't know if I was not specific. I did say I wanted to see this happen. I was in support of it 100%, so I don't understand.
it's kind of vague. If you want something to happen, then you have to tell your town manager to proceed with.
I can't tell them to proceed by myself. Okay, that's got something that's got to come from this council.
I make
Council
motion
gotta make
to,
a big, thank you.
1 minute, let me ask you a question, one more question. When does the letter have to be sent in to the legislature?
Oh, no, that's the legislature, the approach, requests have to be in, I believe, by about the 20th.
Okay,
Somewhere right around.
Charlie, something like that. The Senate's a little bit longer, but the House is coming up.
okay, so we need a number. We need a number either tonight or at the next meeting for her to get that letter in on time for it to be matched, for us to get it in.
I ain't got a problem whatsoever. I just know
Okay.
that.
what is it, to not exceed
Yeah.
$50,000? To not exceed $25,000 from the town?
Or can we let her talk to the architect? Do you think you'll be able to talk to them before the next meeting?
Yeah.
So we can have a number and then we can vote on it at the next meeting? I mean, to tell an amount, if we vote on 25 and they say it's gonna be 80.
Yeah, we come back
Yeah,
to
they might
18.
say it's 15.
That's the whole point I was trying to make.
That was architects or us.
Let's see what this is. So can I get a motion to move forward? Or you wanna-
I make a motion to move forward with the plans that, Ms. Amanda is trying to pursue without exceeding 25,000 from the town.
Well, we don't know where we are right now. You can't say without exceeding because you don't know where we are right now. I mean, whatever, I mean, it's basically, and that's the reason you might say it sounds vague to me, to you. We just want to move forward. You got to move forward. You can't go in there and say, I want to get this much work done, because I have no idea. None of us have any idea. So I wasn't being, a point being vague.
No, I
I
think
just,
it's good to make a motion.
That's the motion.
100%, let's make a motion. Make a
To speak
motion
to architecture.
To look into it.
So I made a motion I'm comfortable with making.
Okay.
Somebody else can make one that they're
Okay, okay.
comfortable with.
Okay,
I got a motion.
I make a motion
Wait,
to.
wait.
No,
I got a
okay.
motion.
Let
Okay,
that fall.
all right, yeah, okay.
I got a motion on the table.
Reset.
I make a motion that we pursue Ms. Amanda's vision, of looking into an architect without exceeding $25,000 coming from the town.
Does that mean I can submit a request to the House of Representatives for money?
Yes. I'm just saying our portion. I'm saying from us.
Well, that's a match.
If they match, then, you know,
We got,
Why don't you just make a motion to have Amanda look into the vision with the architect and then bring it back to the next meeting? Just give her permission now to look into it, and then maybe by then she'll have some kind of figures to bring back that you all can agree on.
I don't know that I can get an architect by then, but I can at least talk to them.
Yeah, yeah, you
Maybe I
thought
can
somebody
send
to
you a
get some
picture of
kind of ballpoint figure,
I agree.
but we know it's gonna be more than 50,000.
I make a motion, for,
We can't.
I thought it
We got a
was.
motion.
it hasn't yet. He gotta drop
Yeah,
it.
motion has to die,
Okay.
do I have a second to that motion? Motion dies for lack of a second. All right.
okay, I make a motion to allow our manager, Ms. Amanda Huber, to contact an appropriate architecture and, get more information before the next meeting.
I said,
All right, I have a motion and a second. Any more discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried.
Okay. All right, okay, so the town of Bronson has always participated, or has participated for some time in the holiday lights contest. I would like to continue to doing that. I have attached a proposed flyer and some rules. Signage would cost approximately $100 for the winning, for the winners, and already have judges. So,
I move to approve the town of Bronson sponsoring the holiday lights contest for residents of the Bronson municipal area.
where's the rules? Reason why I'm asking, because there was been some discrepancies about some of the rules in the previous lights, why we didn't have big participation.
Okay.
Just hearing different people talk, about when we had these before, so that's the reason why I asked.
what was the rule? What rule was the problem?
Some was saying that, it wasn't spread out equally in the town, in just certain areas.
It's anybody in the city limits, correct? Any house. all they,
Well, yeah, I mean, anybody can, I mean, you have to enter.
so number
Yeah,
3
but
says
see-
they have to submit their name.
Yeah, and that was a big issue last year, was, I can tell you, that was a huge thing, was that a lot of people put Christmas lights up that did not enter. And I don't know if they were waiting on somebody else to enter them, but there was a lot of people who had a lot of nice lights up who did not enter.
But that just seems like something personal. I mean,
Yeah.
That's nothing that town can control. The information out there, so if they want to participate, they have opportunity. I'm not.
A lot of people
participating. I
do
ain't never
stuff and don't want recognition for what they're
Understand.
doing, you know, and that's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah.
They have to enter.
I'm not gonna win.
I mean,
Neither.
I'd like to proceed with this and give it a go.
I second.
How do they,
Lots of clocks.
how do they enter?
It says it right there.
It's online.
Submit your name and physical address to townmanager@townofbronson.org with holiday light contest in the subject line.
Is that it?
Don't you have a packet?
Are you in,
It's right
Terry?
here.
And it says it's the only way
It's
to
in
enter.
bold letters.
See that?
Number 3.
Bold.
Then look at the next
Okay,
page.
I got you.
That.
All right, I have a motion. I have a motion and a second. Any more discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried.
All right, next item, there's no motion on this. However, I do want to recognize, and he does happen to be sitting here. County Commissioner Charlie Kennedy favored the town of Bronson with his recreation grant from the county. And we used that to rebuild one of the hurricane damaged dugouts. That work got finished actually today.
Yes.
And so we're happy about
Thank you very
that. Thank you, Commissioner Kennedy. We also purchased some other items, and I'm trying to track those down, but it's mostly some more mobile soccer goals, some gold dollies. There's dollies to move heavy goals.
What?
Some gold dollies, and then a mobile lightning detection device.
Oh, nice.
All right, the service. Go ahead.
Wait. It came Friday.
Oh, it came. Yay. All right. Super.
Well, that's much appreciated.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you,
Commissioner.
Glad I could help.
Thank you very much.
Was all that done with this money he donated?
Yes. Every bit of it. All right, next item, the librarian contacted me and has requested, instead of every other week cleaning, she feels like it's not staying as clean as she would like it to be from patrons, and so they are requesting weekly cleaning. Ms. Katrina Jones, the cleaning person, she's okay with that, she's available to do that. However, her price right now is about $90 a month. The price would become $220 a month. Well, the way she looks at it, because she comes over here and does all 3 buildings, she does them at $45 a piece. If she came over here and did just the library, she would do that one at $65.
Oh.
So, but it still adds up to about another $15 per cleaning.
How much is in the budget for the library?
That is coming out of general government professional services, that line item, and we had budgeted $30,000. So yearly, the yearly amount would be $2,640 for that additional weekly, every other week cleaning.
And that is separate from this cleaning, right?
Yes, that is a separate item. She also, and this was her idea herself, a deep cleaning, Ms. Jones, because she noticed how bad the windows were. And the windows are not done with your weekly cleaning. So that would be a deep cleaning that she would do windows inside and out. And then a little bit more on the kitchen and bathroom floors than just the normal mopping, and work on the tile flooring, grout, and baseboards. So,
Well, I'm gonna say yes to big win.
All right, just need a motion.
Can we do both of them at?
I mean, you can do both at the same time, or you can do them separate. It's up to you.
I make a motion to approve for the library to alter their cleaning from every other week to every week, and to also approve the deep cleaning of the public library and the Cobb Center.
Second.
All right, I have a motion and a second. Any more discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Okay. Last item for me is our animal control situation. Just to recap, we had an agreement with the county, an interlocal agreement with the county. That was terminated, or that was stopped. The management or council at that time decided to go with the city of Williston. They were with the city of Williston for 8 or 9 months, and now the city of Williston has terminated our interlocal agreement with them. We went back to the county and asked about the original agreement with them. The former county attorney said that that item had never been recorded with the county, with the clerk's office, and so they would not honor it. However, they are currently taking our animals, which there's only been one. And I think they will, well, they gave us till October 30th. And I said, we're not even meeting in October. So now they've given us to November 30th to try to find a more permanent solution. However, I think we could, if we were trying to work something out, I think they'd give us a little more time. I have called Chiefland. Chiefland's a big no. They don't have any room. Archer doesn't even do their own animal services. But I was encouraged to reach back out to WAG, Williston Animal Group. And I talked with her a little bit before the meeting, and I think she knows someone there.
I know one of the volunteers who volunteers regularly, and here, my idea is to offer, we've had one animal in 2 months, the town of Bronson. It's almost nothing. But if we offered to donate to them monthly, whatever amount we would agree on, then I would think they wouldn't have a problem taking one animal every once in a while.
Well, it's a matter of their space and their limitations. And I did call them today, but I didn't get a response. So, somebody's liable to call me, or you can reach out tomorrow. Or does anybody else have a?
No, I was just going to ask you, the original agreement, I noticed the original agreement had some pretty small figures, and I didn't know if that was a problem, that was the problem, or if it was just a space or
Bruce, this is the problem, is if we do it for the town of Bronson,
we have to do it very much.
we may have to do it for everybody. We have no problem helping the town of Bronson out as long as y'all are in the process of either doing your own animal control or finding another WAG or something equivalent to that. We just don't want to forget about it and let it go by the wayside. As long as the town of Bronson's moving forward, Board of County Commissioners will be here to support you.
We much appreciate that.
Thank
Sure. And that's fair
You know
enough.
what I'm saying? I mean, like I say, we're not gonna do no pickups as long as your guys take them out there to the landfill, to the animal control thing during the day, we're good. I know that, I think it was $12
Yeah, it's,
a dog, but that'll work, that thing was wrote back like in the,
It's like 20 years ago.
yeah. So, I mean, things have changed, you know what I'm saying? But I think it'd be better for the town of Bronson to get with WAG or somebody like that and work out a deal. But if you ever get in a bind, we're always here for you. We just don't want to make a big deal out of it, and then Chiefland and Williston and everybody else say, well, hey, you do it for Bronson, we don't want to get into that.
That's understandable.
But we're glad to help y'all out as long as y'all are taking a step forward, we'll help you.
All right.
Thank you
Appreciate that.
for that. And my other idea was to find out if there might be people within the city limits that want to foster animals.
I don't know if I want to get
That's
into
a
that,
bad
trying to
area.
manage foster care.
That's a really, that's a
We just gotta
really
find
bad
somebody who
area.
does it and get the dogs to them and let them deal with it. Because you start trying to manage foster care and pick people who want, you get somebody and you choose them to come and foster pets, and they're a terrible parent, foster parent. then
The
you-
one dog that y'all did have and take to our animal control, it had a chip in it.
Yeah.
And they were able to locate the owners and relocate the animal back to the owner, so there was no cost.
Oh,
Right.
good.
At all.
It's wonderful, actually.
It was really quick. And that was from the library. Because it was the day they were all working that bad leak.
Yeah.
And we just had nowhere, and they called, and came and got the dog. It was a big old German Shepherd.
But we definitely appreciate it. We're gonna we're gonna definitely try to kind of do our own thing. It's just coming in brand new with all these things happening. Wilson dropped us with no explanation whatsoever. So, coming in now, we're gonna definitely get it done. It's just like I said, it is something that's gonna take time. So it's comforting to know that we at least you got it back at least until we can get it done.
We got you.
Appreciate it.
And that concludes my items.
All right, Public Works, you got anything, Kurt?
We good. Give us a dog, please, for these dogs.
That's not my only dog troubles. We're having dogs need to stay in their own yard. We need to tell them to stay in their own yard.
That's people troubles.
That's people trouble, you're right.
Fire chief, you got anything?
It's code enforcement. No, code enforcement.
One thing I want to,
I got a letter going out in the morning.
I know, we may send out some updates to our policies and procedures manual, so I got a chance to go through. Any comments on that, or? I just want to make sure that we're doing this is kind of the new book.
Was there any, I do have a question, because attorney and I were talking about it today. Is there any specific area the attorney really needs to focus on?
We just want to make sure that there's nothing against any state laws or anything like that.
Right.
It's mostly personnel rules and stuff like that. We're trying to get pretty close to what the town already uses. And I want us to be seamless that way. Most of it's just how we run the department. So I mean, and that can vary from department to department depending on what the department actually is in the area you're covering. So that stuff's not bad. There's just the legal parts, statutory requirements for that kind of thing.
Right, I think the copy I had is like almost 300 pages, so I just didn't want to put them on the hook for a gigantic,
No.
assignments and everything.
If you do, it comes out of the fire budget.
Right.
Like I said, make sure that, we're following the law on personnel issues and that kind of stuff, which is most critical thing. Emergency, non-emergency operations, for fire service, we went with, typical way other departments work. As far as the medical stuff, we follow the county protocols, and, they give us our funding for that. So that stuff's already pretty well vetted, but I just want to make sure that we're not doing something we're not supposed to be doing, or, pay schedules and things like that to make sure that, we're not violating those kind of rules. So that was really about it. The structure we went to is more like the typical department that we use. So, and it's our policies, excuse me, procedures and guidelines, so that it all kind of makes sense. With some of this, town policy is more the personnel issues and things like that, so we can stay consistent. And I think we follow pretty well. There is some, we're trying to review our stipend rules right now because there's, in my mind, it's questionable on a couple of things we're doing, whether we're following the Fair Labor Standards Act, and also the Fair Labor Standards Act, and sure that everything's above board and ready to go. So it's kind of a big step forward from our last one, which was about 100 pages. But it's got a lot of guidelines in it to help folks when they go on the scene to know how to handle it and what the response should be and things like that. So it's more of that than anything. So
That's a better one.
so really that was about it on that. And I know I think you sent out stuff on the pressure system for one of the trucks, the same system, and we get that sent out. I got some back, I'll hand out. We'll get over, new system that they're using in other departments around the state and the country. And it's basically designed for small departments that have limited staff. Because, like currently, if we go to a structure fire, short response time, due to the first 1 or 2 people take the engine and we bring other equipment, and we have people that come from home. So a lot of times the engine rolls up, there's 1 or 2 people on it. If there's 2 people working that day, one's taking extra water, one's taking the engine. And so with this new system, when first truck rolls up, they can engage the pump on the truck and deploy the hose line, and it's got a sort of high-tech nozzle that allows them to have preset pump pressure. And as this thing goes, it manages 2 different hose faucets. So if you add an additional line or additional line to hose, typically we have to run back to the truck to adjust the pressures. And so this was designed for the first, say, 5 to 10 minutes on the fire until our mutual aid resources come in and things like that. But one person shows up on that, they can engage everything and start that process by themselves without having to man the truck all the time. So it's just something that I'm looking into. Had a demonstration on it. It's pretty simple to operate. There's 2 buttons you push on the nozzle, and it opens the servo of the truck, brings water to the thing, to the nozzle, so that we can start fighting fire that fast. So it's for a small department, I think would help us out a lot, because really in the fire world, when you have a structure fire about doubles in size every 30 seconds. So the faster we get water applied to the fire and get engaged in direct operations, the quicker and we can get it out, the more property we can save. I got this pamphlet, I made some copies, I'll get those given to you before I leave. And there's a QR code on there, go and look, and there's a video. I've talked to some folks from Hernando County and another town down there. And when they first got it, there was a lot of complaints. You know, they didn't like it because it was too fancy, they were afraid it was going to fail. But nobody's been able to break it yet. And Hernando County's got three trucks outfitted, and it's in their policy that they forward, all the trucks will have a system on it. And if the thing ever fails, it goes back to operations just like a normal nozzle around a truck, so it's not going to affect, you know, some electronic thing quits. The hose is still going to supply water. Right. So, I'll get that to you. It's just something I'm looking at. It's sort of an expensive deal. But they grew up because we're a small town, things like that, we're offering $10,000 off. So, it'd be a nice addition for what we do anyway. So, and I know we're not going to be able to buy a new truck anytime soon. I can tell you that. I mean, Wilson's getting a new truck, and it's over $1 million for a very simple engine. It's just questions on it, and it's a 3-year waiting list before you actually commit to it. So, that's all I have. I appreciate it.
All right, we appreciate you. You have anything?
I do.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
Sorry, it's okay. I just had a few things to update you guys on. One, I know, the shooter told me that you guys have been kind of tracking that Senate Bill 180. Just small update with that, another suit was filed against that, seeking injunctive relief by 1,000 Friends of Florida. So it's coming at it from a little bit different angle that violates the single subject rule by bundling unrelated policy changes into an emergency management bill. So then, no injunction's been put in place yet, but I guess there's a possibility for one that would bar enforcement of that statute if they're successful. Another thing that I had, we looked at was the W3C agreement. Ms. Week sent that over to me, or a portion of it. So it goes from, I don't know if you guys have had a chance to review what we have, but it's kind of starts in the middle of a contract at section 8 and goes through to section 20. So I don't think we don't have the beginning, and I don't think we have the very end of it. I spoke to Mr. Fugit, that's kind of heading this up. The attorney that's heading this up, he said that he's still working on those other sections, so we'll get them when he gets them finished. I'm supposed to talk with him tomorrow morning, kind of, get up to speed on everything going on with it. Kind of takeaway from the part he sent us, is really just that the management of the water and sewage is going to go to the W3C project board, which I'm not sure yet. It didn't have in here how that board was going to be comprised. It was going to, who the representatives were going to be. But yes, the thing that kind of we have you still have time to back out once they're going to submit at the 60% completion stage. I guess they're 60% design completion stage. They're going to submit that to everyone, to all the participants to review. Once it's that's kind of the time to make your decision one way or the other, basically.